Let me start with a number, not a prediction, not a theory, not something that might happen one day. A number that already exists. A number so massive that most people stop trying to understand it. And if you think this number doesn't affect you personally, then I need you to listen very carefully. Because while people were scrolling social media, watching shows, arguing about headlines, the smartest money in the world quietly started moving. No announcements, no panic, no breaking news alerts, just silent exits. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this always happens, how it has happened before, and what comes next every single time. This isn't fear. This is pattern recognition. Stay with me. We live in a world built on debt. Not just personal debt. Not just corporate debt. System-level debt. More debt exists today than at any point in recorded peaceful history. And here's the dangerous part. Debt doesn't feel heavy until it suddenly is. For years, nothing breaks. Markets rise. Assets inflate. People feel richer. And then, all at once, the system reacts. Because debt doesn't collapse gradually. It snaps, like pressure behind a dam. And the warning signs are never loud. They show up quietly, in balance sheets, in interest payments, in capital flow data, places most people never look. Every dominant financial system in history followed the same 4 stages, different eras, different technologies, same outcome. A system becomes the center of global finance. Capital floods in. Trade revolves around it. Its currency becomes default. Innovation explodes. Markets deepen. Confidence becomes absolute. People believe it will last forever. It never does. Success creates entitlement. Spending grows faster than productivity. Borrowing becomes normal. Debt feels harmless. Asset prices rise everywhere. Stocks, housing, collectibles. Money is created to keep growth alive. Everyone feels rich. On paper. This stage can last decades. That's why it fools people. This is the stage most people miss. Nothing crashes. Nothing collapses. Instead, smart money starts repositioning. Quietly, gradually, strategically. Institutions rebalance. Large holders reduce exposure. Wealth diversifies internationally. No headlines. But historically, once this phase starts, the final phase is inevitable. Confidence cracks. Liquidity vanishes. Asset prices fall together. Inflation and instability explode simultaneously. Savings lose purchasing power. Pensions wobble. Promises fail. And people ask, how did we not see this coming? Because they didn't know the pattern. This isn't theory. This exact cycle has already played out 3 times at the highest level of global dominance. Example 1, the metal flood. An empire once controlled unimaginable wealth. Precious resources poured in endlessly. Believing wealth was infinite, leaders expanded wars, built massive bureaucracies, borrowed aggressively, debt exploded. Then quietly, creditors demanded hard repayment. Capital moved abroad. Defaults followed. Inflation erased the middle class. Dominance vanished within a generation. Another system invented modern finance, stock exchanges, global banking, trade settlement. Everyone trusted the institutions. But behind the scenes, deposits were being lent out secretly. When insiders realized this, they moved first. Years later, the truth surfaced. Depositors lost everything. The financial center of the world moved permanently. The largest trade network in history. Its currency used everywhere. Then massive spending shocks arrived. Debt surged. Capital quietly relocated. Talent left. Eventually the currency was devalued overnight. Reserve status was lost. The cycle repeated. Different centuries. Same sequence. Every time. Every generation believes their system is immune. Because technology is better. Institutions are smarter. Tools are more advanced. But history shows something brutal. Complex systems don't prevent collapse. They delay it. And the longer the delay, the more violent the correction. When debt grows faster than real productivity, when interest becomes one of the largest expenses, the system reaches a fork in the road. Only two options exist. Raise rates, break the economy, print money, destroy purchasing power. There is no third option. Both lead to the same destination. Quick pause. If this is already changing how you think about money, you're exactly who this channel is for. This is Her Wealth Code. We don't chase hype here. We decode how money moves before headlines. Make sure you're subscribed, because the most important signals never trend. Here's what most people never hear about. Large institutions reducing exposure, not selling everything, just not adding. Trade settling through alternatives, parallel payment systems, diversification away from one anchor. This is textbook stage 3 behavior. It never makes noise until it's too late. Contrary to popular belief, the first thing to break is confidence. Once confidence cracks, liquidity disappears, leverage collapses, assets reprice simultaneously. That's why crashes feel sudden. But they're not sudden. They're delayed reactions. The wealthy don't lose first. They already repositioned. The ones who suffer most are long-term savers, pension holders, fixed income earners, assets inflated in name, but anchored to a weakening unit. This is why awareness matters. This isn't about panic. It's about understanding cycles. Debt behaves the same. Power behaves the same. Human psychology behaves the same. Math always wins. If this made you uncomfortable, good, because comfort keeps people blind. This channel exists for people who want to understand money before the system forces them to. This is Her Wealth Code. Subscribe. Not because the future is scary, but because the people who understand patterns early are never the ones panicking at the end.